Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers KO review. This is the I can't even pronounce it really, the Zhang ARCEE support fighter person, also known as oversized knockoff Generations ARCEE. And I wanted this figure as soon as I saw it. And then I saw Ben's Collectibles, there we go, a video on it, and I thought, yep, I definitely do want it, because it fills that gap. It fills that gap because there's no official sort of like masterpiece-ish ARCEE, and I didn't like the Generations ARCEE to buy it for my Generations line, or Classics line, whatever you want to call it. And then I noticed that this does sort of like now scale up to more like a masterpiece sort of scale, and they've altered bits enough, given it a few die-cast bits here and there, changed the transformations ever so slightly, and she looks quite cool and fits in with your masterpiece line, and that's where she's going until maybe Hasbro give us an official one, really. She does have a lot of stuff going on under there, and it does look very much like her old Generation 1 car. Not exactly, but it's close enough for me. And at £20 I bought it for, or £21.50. It's definitely good enough. I don't have a Spike or Daniel figure out, although I think they're going to be slightly off just to fit in there, which is a shame. Right, so that is it for this car mode. She does roll okay-ish. You do get a couple of extra guns under here. I'm going to take these out if I can get them out. I probably pushed them in a bit too far, to be honest. Right, so after knocking out all my lights and then burning my arm, if I can just reposition my lights slightly, I've got the guns out. So you get the gun out of the centerpiece there, and then this pink gun, and then just sort of like put them over to the side. Now then, how do we transform this? I cannot remember. I've only just transformed this into bloody car mode. We'll get these legs out. That's always a good place to start, I think. We'll rotate this up, rotate that under there. Then what we're going to do is rotate the legs around, and then just rotate those down into there like that. Her legs always look a little off, if you want my opinion, in this mode, like that. Then what we're going to do, bring these arms down like so. They sort of like fit somewhere down into there. I think it's probably going to help now if we start undoing all this stuff up here. I cannot remember exactly how all this goes. I'm trying to disconnect this bit out here. There we go. If I get rid of this bit, put that back on later. Right, now then what we're going to do. This head comes up through there and rotates around, and then this bit is on a weird hingy joint like so. I think that just rotates. I can't remember, it all rotates now. It's all got different bloody rotation points. That's a bloody pain in the ass. There we go. Right, so that rotates down. This comes down as well. That's all going to go down there somehow. That rotates down, that's going to go into there somewhere without breaking it all. It's all going to tab together nicely. There we go, that's all done. And that is your basic ARCEE. Now, I think I've done it all right. That goes into there like that. And then you can stick this if you want. It's got two little ports just there and there. And that can go just straight back into there. And you can also disconnect this pit if you want to give her that more refined Generation 1 sort of look. It will rotate just there, and she stands pretty well if you can get the legs looking fairly symmetrical. The arms look really, really wooden, if you want my opinion. That is where this figure lets itself down, but you can put this gun, which is a bit more like a Generation 1 gun in it. And the head is articulated, and it's alright. It fills that gap for me. I've got to admit, if the year was 1986 and an ARCEE figure had come out, would I have bought it, or would I have got my mum and dad to get me it for Christmas? No. No. So you can see why they never made it. It would never have interested me at the time. Right now, it only interests me. To be honest, I've never got too many ARCEE figures. I've never got too many female figures, to be honest. They don't really generally interest me so much unless they look really cool. The only one like Wingblade, I was tempted by Wingblade, but it's all mixed up in all that IDW continuity, and I'm really not into it. So that put me off, really. I mean, it looks a cool figure. I want to get that. What's it called? Mega Empress. That looks a good figure. Hopefully, maybe I'll see a cheap one at TF Nation maybe this year. Yeah. So, but now it fills that gap for my movie masterpiece figures. Yeah, it looks pretty alright. I'm pretty damn chuffed with that for 20 quid. Absolutely a bargain. She does have quite a big backpack going on there, but you can remove this, and it sort of looks a bit better. But that's about it, really. I don't think that's going to collapse any further. I don't really want to push it. Probably snap. No, why not? But it's pretty cool. It stands ever so well. Look at that, you know. But the legs do look a little out of place, slightly. Can't really put my finger on it. And the arms, maybe it's because the arms look so thin compared to the legs. I think that's where it's going wrong. If the arms were that thick, it would look okay proportion wise, but it just looks a little off proportion wise. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But as I said, 20 quid, can't go wrong. Right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Probably pushed them a bit too far, to be honest.